All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Couch Warrior podcast. As always, I'm your host, Mike, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Rather than a breakdown video per se, we're going to be talking about this new promotion that I recently became aware of and that I've been in touch with and that I'm really excited about. They're called Warrior Cage Grappling. This is their 10th event, so they're relatively new. They do one event per month, and they plan on, doing more events in the future. So hopefully we'll be getting 2 or maybe even 3 events per month. And I'm really excited about them. So what they do is they are a jiu-jitsu kind of promotion, but it's a little bit different. What they do is they do jiu-jitsu inside of a cage, an MMA cage, with MMA gloves. So it makes it a little bit different than it usually is, and it makes it a little bit more exciting, in my opinion. On top of that, they use a tournament format, where they use brackets and they have it split into weight classes. We're going to go through all of it, and the guys fight through the brackets. Eventually they face off against each other, and then they face off against someone in different weight classes. And then ultimately the person who wins it all goes against Igor Lakasevich, the current champion, the TOC champ. And they're going to go up against him after the first event is over. And we'll hop right into it. I'll talk about how it works. We're going to go over their rules. We're going to go over the weight classes, the brackets. I have some fighter profiles ready to go that we can talk about. I've got a few clips to show you guys. So I'm really excited, and I'm really high on this promotion. I think you guys should definitely check it out. They're on this weekend. They have a card going on. I think you can watch it on their website. And I did drop a link of the website in the description of this video. And they do plan also to bring this onto YouTube. And, right now there's no betting line, so we can't really do my usual breakdown, predictions, and bets kind of show. But hopefully that's something that might come in the future, and that could make it a little bit more fun for us to do the breakdown videos. But let's hop right into it. So the way it works, it's a BJJ match, like I mentioned, inside of a cage with MMA gloves. It's in a tournament format. Only one winner for each weight class. The winner of each bracket within the weight class faces each other. I'll try to explain that a little bit better in a second. If the same guy wins 2 brackets, he only faces one person. The winner of each weight class bracket then faces each other. And after one winner is left, Warrior 10 is over. They get the belt, and then they go up against Igor Lakasevich, who won Warrior Cage Grappling 4 and 7 and is the current champ. Now, there's no points. So if the match does go to a decision, the head judge and the referee, they're going to be the ones who decide the winner. They score each round, and we'll go over the scoring criteria in just a second when I pull up their website. So we can jump right to that. And before I do have a little clip to show you guys. It is not the best quality, but just so you get an idea of what this really is. So you guys see the cage, the guys wearing the gloves, doing their thing. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, and I think it's really cool personally. Now, let's hop into the rules and the scoring a little bit, right? So let's go over here. So illegal techniques, there's no slamming or spiking your opponent directly on their head or neck. There's no flying scissor takedowns, no small joint manipulation, no strikes of any kind, no grabbing or attacking the trachea or windpipe directly, no covering the nose and mouth with your hand. So those are the rules we've got. Now, in terms of the scoring, in case it does go to a decision, that's what we got over here. We've got overall aggression, quality submission attempts, which just means, they're not really going to be scoring, just like if they go for some kind of sloppy sub that's not really in, they're just kind of going for it just to go for it. That's not going to be scored. But something that's locked in and, didn't necessarily get finished, but it was close, that's going to get scored. And then positional dominance, that's the third criteria, and that is how they decide. Now, as you see here, all matches are 3 2-minute rounds with 30-second breaks, and they wear MMA gloves, mouthpieces, and a cup. So like I said, it's a little bit different from your usual jiu-jitsu match, and I think that's what makes it fun. On top of the tournament style, I think the tournament style makes it really cool. So the way it works here is there are 3 weight classes that we're working with. We have the under 150 pounds, that's considered lightweight. 150 pounds to 200 pounds is middleweight, and 200 pounds plus is heavyweight. Now, for lightweight, we have 3 separate brackets. As you can see here, Rhino Fight Team, they have a lot of guys at these events. And in order to try to prevent them from having to face off against each other, of course, unless they win their brackets, they put them in separate brackets. So the way this is going to work is, say Alex Smith wins bracket 1. Let's say Sawyer Ferry wins bracket 2. And let's say Bijan Bose wins bracket 3, right? So those 3 are then going to face off. And after one person is the winner, we're going to move on, and they're going to face the winner of the other brackets. Ultimately, one person will be left, and they're the ones who go up against Igor Lakisevich. Now, earlier I mentioned if the same guy wins 2 brackets, he only faces one person. That's pretty straightforward, right? So say Alex Smith wins the first one, Bijan Bose wins the second 2, they're going to face off, and then that'll decide who moves on. For the middleweight bracket, we had some people fall off, a few short notice replacements. So there is only one bracket, but it's pretty stacked. And then we have a stacked heavyweight bracket as well to go over. So like I mentioned, we have Alex Smith in the first one, Sawyer Ferry, Danny Maldonado, and Bijan Bose all are in that bracket. Now, Sawyer Ferry, Maldonado, and Bose, they're in all 3 of them. And the only 2 that are not, other than Alex Smith, are Tyler Boudreaux and Adam Mayo, because they all are under Rhino Fight Team. Then we have the middleweight bracket. We have Eugene Neratko. He's a cowboy. Not sure the extent of his jiu-jitsu experience, but that's pretty cool. We have John Falloon, who I do have some information about under the fighter profile I wrote out underneath that we're going to go to in a second. Peter Matajovsky, he's also competing at heavyweight. Monroe Hall, BJJ for him. And Wetter, he's a Brazilian fella. Should be interesting for this card. Now for heavyweight, Joe Shermer, Rhino Fight Team, Jacob Peace, Asylum Fight Team, Peter Matajovsky, Monroe Hall, BJJ, and Igor Lakisevich, like I said, the champion, Asylum Fight Team. And we do have a teen matchup between Joseph Krenkel and Andrew Cardozo. So now I have our little fighter profiles over here that we can go over. And for the first guy, we got Alex Smith at lightweight for fighting with Rhino Fight Team. He lost to Bijan Bose at Warrior Cage Grappling 5 by decision. He beat Andrew Cardozo at the same event by decision. He's had 1 amateur fight so far in MMA, and he's 4-1 under the promotion. We do have a little highlight clip here of him. Now, it's not the best quality, so you can tell he's super aggressive. So as you guys saw there, he's pretty good, right? He's aggressive. He's always looking for the sub. Even when he was reversed, he still tried to lock it in, tried to lock in that choke. He has a really nice back take. So I think there's a lot to be excited about with Alex Smith, and he does have a good record under the promotion so far. So it's fair to think that he might go far. Now, after him, we have Tyler Boudreaux fighting under the Rhino Fight Team. He's 0-5 currently under the promotion, and he is a white belt. And then we have Adam Mayo, also coming out of Rhino Fight Team. Don't have a ton of information on him, unfortunately. After that, we have Sawyer Ferry fighting out of Asylum Fight Team. He has a loss to Bijan Bose at Warrior Cage Grappling 7 by guillotine, and he lost to Danny Maldonado at Warrior Cage Grappling 2 by guillotine as well. He is 2-4 under the promotion, and he is a white belt as well. Then we have Danny Maldonado out of Warriors Nation, New York City. He's 1-6-0 in professional MMA, but he is a pro fighter. He beat Sawyer Ferry at Warrior Cage Grappling 2 by guillotine. He's a jiu-jitsu blue belt, good control. I saw nice guillotines from him in the tape that I was able to watch, and I would say that he's a pretty good wrestler too. So I think he's got a good shot out here as well. Then we have Bijan Bose I'm going to show you guys the highlights of him in a second. He's real good, right? So he beat Sawyer Ferry at Warrior Cage Grappling 7 by guillotine. He beat Alex Smith, who's on this card as well, at Warrior Cage Grappling 5 by decision. He's 4-2 under the promotion, and he is a white belt. But check this out.
This ain't no red, no. I'm up, but came from the struggle, looking red,
double. Big bro.
Everywhere. This one nigga talk on the internet, but when we turn on his block, he ain't never there. All them little boys be trying to act that's why when they die, I never care. We in the middle of summer, but nigga, we stepping this shit for like February. Yellow diamonds, they canary. Pussy came from the bottom and I made it to the other side. Now I ain't.
So as you guys could see there, he's good, right? First of all, the wrestling, fantastic. He's a real good wrestler. You saw that throw he was able to do. Real good stuff. He's super fast. That armbar transition, I mean, my God, that was super clean. And I think he's very good. So I'm excited to see him perform on this card. And I don't remember if I went over his info, but like I said, he did beat Sawyer Ferry, Alex Smith. He's 4-2 in the promotion, and he is a white belt. Now, moving on to middleweight, we have John Falloon. He is 6-17 in the promotion, so he's been with them for a while, and he's very experienced. After that, we have Eric Robbins fighting out of the Rhino Fight Team. Don't have too much info on him, unfortunately. After that, we have someone who's at middleweight and heavyweight, Peter Matajovsky out of Monroe Hill BJJ. He did lose to Louise Mosley at Warrior Cage Grappling 8 by guillotine, and he is 1-1 in the promotion. But he's also a blue belt. He's got good sweeps. He's got a good Kimura, good back takes. I liked it a lot from what I saw from him. Now, after that, we have Joe Shermer, also out of Rhino Fight Team. He lost to Igor Lakasevich, the current champion, at Warrior Cage Grappling 5 by decision. He's 1-4 under the promotion, and he is a white belt. After that, we have Jacob Peace, Asylum Fight Team. He also lost to Igor Lakasevich at Warrior Cage Grappling 7. We don't have a method there, but he is 1-2 under the promotion, and he did play college football at Florida International University, so you know he's athletic and tough. After that, we have Igor, the champion, Lakasevich, Asylum Fight Team. He beat Joe Shermer at Warrior Cage Grappling 5 by decision. He beat Jacob Peace at Warrior Cage Grappling 7. He's 12-1 in the promotion, so he's the top of the top. He's been getting it done. He's real good. He's an amateur MMA fighter. He has a fight coming up under Jackhammer Promotions for the title, and he is a white belt, but you wouldn't be able to tell just watching him. Looks like he's even better than that. After that, we have our teen matchup between Joseph Krenkel and Andrew Cardozo. Krenkel, he's 0-5 in the promotion. He lost to Alex Smith at Warrior Cage Grappling 8 by leg lock, but he does come from a wrestling background that could be useful here. Andrew Cardozo, he lost to Alex Smith at Warrior Cage Grappling 5, so they both lost to the same guy. He lost by decision, though, and he's 0-3 under the promotion, and he is a white belt. Now, you guys could ignore that bottom part. There is no longer going to be a female matchup on this card, unfortunately. So that's really it, guys. That's what I got for you. In terms of who could possibly be taking it, from what I hear, Eric Robbins is a real beast, so there's a good chance he might match up with Igor Lakasevich here. I think there's a few other guys who are real tough. I think Bijan Bose could come out here. He might be on the smaller side as a lightweight, but he looks real fast and real talented. And I think there's a few other guys like Alex Smith who have real shots as well. Make sure you guys check out Warrior Cage Grappling. I'm a big fan already of the promotion. I'm excited to see what they do. Every event they do is better and better and better. And I definitely suggest you guys check them out. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out this weekend, and good luck.